Hi everybody, and unfortunately I have recorded this video already, but in the midst of Shania getting into the video and me introducing her to everybody, she pulled the cord from my laptop and it deleted the whole video. So I'm going to try to get through this update again. I was going to do a two-part update, but I'm only going to make it one, so I'm going to try to get through as much as I possibly can and not make it such a big video. Okay, well first off, where I left off at was I told you guys that I had a 7 centimeter cyst on my right ovary, which was quite painful. So anyway, I finally went to my doctor and he ordered an ultrasound to basically identify what type of complex cyst it is. Now there are 3 different types of complex cysts, but he was just trying to figure out which one I had. Excuse me. So I had that done, and that very next day my pain was really intense. I felt a sharp pop, and immense pain came after that pop, and I went back to the hospital, was treated very nasty, was told not unless I was dying they wouldn't take it out, and that all they would do is to manage my pain because I was impatient to wait for my follow-up. So long story short, from that encounter, an ultrasound showed that the cyst had shrunk from 7 centimeters to 2.3, which means that it was rupturing, leaking. Well, I know that's what it means, but at the time I didn't know. And I asked the doctor about the ultrasound, and he just said he didn't know and walked off. He actually gave me four pain pills and a year's prescription of opiate addicted medication for those who are on opiates or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't even know why he gave it to me, but whatever. I never even got the medication filled. I didn't do too much with it. While I'm talking, I'm noticing that my eyes are moving around their own. I've been putting off going to the eye doctor, which is on me, because I know my vision is getting worse and it's kind of scary and creepy. But I'm actually going at the end of next month, because that's their first opening where I'm able to go to, and for both of them will be next month, so I'm not too worried about that. But anyway, yeah, he said he didn't know, gave me 4 pain pills and a prescription for opiate addiction for a full year, and sent me on my merry way. So that Sunday or Monday, I was sitting in the hospital parking lot crying. Number 1, I was in a lot of pain. Number 2, I was scared to go in because I felt so bad for how they treated me last time. Like, I really felt bad for how they treated me, and I didn't want to go, and I didn't want to feel as though I was wasting anybody's time. So I called the doctor. He was on call. I let him know what was going on. He told me to go back in and be seen. He told me to let them know that he sent me and to check me out. I'm not gonna lie, I did not listen. I just didn't want them to look at me any type of way. Like I said, they already treated me like I was there for pain medicine, and clearly, yes, I was in pain, but I was trying to find out why my pain was even more intense than what it was before. So I went home, I dealt with the pain, and by the time of my follow-up, which was that Thursday, the pain had went away. I was still sore. The doctor, he compared both ultrasounds, and he agreed that the cyst I had was a hemorrhagic cyst, and if anybody knows what that is, I think I'm saying it right, a hemorrhagic complex cyst is a cyst that bleeds within itself. So basically what it was doing, it was rupturing, and it was leaking and rupturing. And the leaking of the contents on the inside was irritating everything in there, which was causing the immense pain. It was even on the ultrasound where it says pelvic free fluid observed. Um, and just to give you a snippet of how much pain I was in, I had a C-section with Shania, and even after having a C-section, I had to get Pitocin to contract and shrink my uterus. It was worse than that. Um, it's kind of hard to believe that a cyst could be more painful than having a freshly sewn up uterus contracting to shrink. But no, that cyst was quite painful. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. It was that painful. I had a lot of support from Shahana and my sister Dee. They supported me a lot, and I'm giving them a shout out because I was in so much pain and they were so worried, and they was like, go back, and they checked up on me constantly, and a lot more did too, but those were the main two that kept up with me, and I really appreciate that because it was horrible. So alright, that part's over. Now, shortly after that part finished, I will let you know, it took 2 weeks after the cyst fully ruptured for me to could not be in pain. I was sore for 2 weeks after the rupture. It was a pretty intense situation, but my doctor was pretty confident that my body got rid of it on its own. It did what it was supposed to do. He still don't see any issues with me conceiving on my own, even though he did refer me to a RE because I wasn't having my cycle. But that was during the time I had took the Clomid and I actually ovulated. I did have a chemical that cycle. My last positive pregnancy test was 14 DPO, 16 days past trigger, and I got my negative the next day, and then I started bleeding 2 days after that. So that's how that turned out. Now, fast forward to my second issue that happened. I had a skin tag, a pretty decent sized skin tag on my abdomen that started to change. I went online, I looked around, and I seen that a changing mole was something that you should be seen about pretty quickly. So, as luck had it, I was able to call a dermatologist and get in the very next day. And the doctor seemed concerned. She wanted to remove it immediately, but they didn't have any room in the procedure area for me to be scheduled to go in. And I asked her, I said, well, what is your worst case scenario? And the worst case scenario, she said, would be melanoma. And melanoma is skin cancer, and then it's the most deadliest form of the skin cancer. It's basal cell and another one that starts with an S. I can't really pronounce it correctly. I think it's called squamous cell carcinoma as well. But melanoma is the most deadliest out of those. So, and that was when I didn't really update. I didn't really do much. I didn't really talk. I was just so worried. So my schedule was November the 6th to have it removed. And about a week after my appointment, it started peeling, and my skin was different colors. So I called back and I let them know, hey, it's still changing. Can I get in sooner in November? So they got me in October. And then I talked to the reception. I said, well, if it's still changing, do I need to come in to be seen about it? Versus waiting to have it removed, or vice versa. And she put me on hold, and she came back and she said I can come in that Friday to have it removed. And I was like, great. And I really wish I would have recorded it because the doctor was amazing. The procedure was effortless. It was just effortless. It was really good. I didn't even feel a needle, and I'm a big needle phobia phobic person, and I didn't even feel a needle, and I didn't feel anything. It was so quick, less than 5 minutes, the whole procedure. We did more talking than the procedure took. So all he did was cauterize my veins to make sure I wouldn't bleed, and he left my skin open. So basically my skin is supposed to open, I'm supposed to close and stretch. Right now I have a hole about the size of a quarter, I'll say about that size there, of flesh that's just open. I have to change my bandage daily. I have to clean it with 50% peroxide, 50% water, which when you get it wrong and you have more peroxide than water, it's very painful. I've had that done one time and I will not do it again. And I have to put a protectant over it, which I have Aquifer, and I put Aquifer on it. I keep a Band-Aid on it to keep it dry. So as we was finishing up the procedure and he was just telling me what his thoughts was on what it could have been, he asked me if I had any other health issues, and I said I have high blood pressure, and he says, do you have anything else? And I was like, no. And he said, are your periods irregular? And I knew where he was going, and I said, are you trying to ask me if I have PCOS? And he said, yes. And I said, yes, I do. And he said I can tell by looking at you, you do. And I thought it was pretty neat that he assessed that I had PCOS. I thought it was neat that he wanted to make sure I was being treated by somebody, and which I was. So here comes Shania. Can I finish my video, please? In the room. You can come out later. Your tablet and you go in your room. You can say hi when I'm done, please. She wants to come say hi, and I will introduce her. I will bring her back out because you haven't seen her in a while. She's had surgery. She's been baptized. I have to do a lot of updates. So anyway, yeah. And we talked about my moles, and he said I can get them removed if I want, and I'm like, yes, please. I have like 1 million moles. I want all my big ones taken off. So, and basically, I was waiting on the results. He said it'll take a week from pathology. He thought it was just a benign skin growth. And I called Thursday to get my pathology reports, and it was a benign skin tag that was irritated, so he was correct. So now I can officially share that news. I'm excited because your girl was scared. I do Google a lot, and I need to stay off of Google. Really, really do. So that's the second update. And the third update is I'm moving. I will be moving. I thought it was going to be officially till December, but it has dramatically changed. I will document my process of packing, which once I start using my phone to live stream and record my videos, I'm still using my laptop right now. I will show you guys more of my packing, but I have started packing. I've started just gutting out the apartment as far as things that we don't wear, we don't use, Shania don't play with. And because a lot of stuff that came from the old place I used to live 3 years ago was really was other people's stuff that was coming to get them. And it's been 3 years and no one's came and got anything. So now their stuff is going bye-bye, because I'm not taking no one else's stuff into my new apartment but mine. So, yeah, I'm moving, and it is earlier than expected. It's quite exciting. The complex I'm moving to is freshly built. As in, they just finished the front of the complex in, I think it was August, the end of August. They just finished. So they was moving people into the back because those were the first apartments finished. So now the whole complex is done, and I'm excited. So that's coming up. My fourth update is I am going to be doing a lot of changes to my channel. I'm going to get a camera. I am going to do more vlogging about our home life, about my keto diet. I'm on it. I'm on and off it, but I'm going on it strict once I move. But even more so, I do want to document more about my keto diet. I want to document more about Shania, and because there's a lot of things about her. I would love for y'all to know she's such a good spirit baby. I keep calling her baby, but she's 4, and she's such a good spirit. She's a sweetheart, and I have to share her with everybody because she's just my baby. And I will still be doing TTC vlogs because I will be TTCing still, but I want to do a little bit of change up to my channel because it seems geared more or less to TTC than anything else, and I would like to share more than just that. Yeah. So the fifth update is I am still in school. I'll be finishing school around December. I'm excited. If anybody don't know, I went to school for medical billing and coding. It is very exciting, very, 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 very exciting. And I'm at the end. I have a Dean's List Award for maintaining my 4.0 grade average for a full semester or 2 semesters, I believe. I got my award in July, so I am still maintaining my 4.0. I have maintained the 8 honor roll since starting school back in March, and I am striving for my gold cords, which my gold cords means that I'm graduating with high honors and a 4.0 grade average. And I will also I think I will receive another Dean's List Award since this is the end. So I'm not sure how many times you can get it, but I already received my first one. Hoping I'll get another one. Because it's something amazing to have on your resume. I am going to be going out to get CPR certified, and I will be continuing my education as far as I can go. So once I graduate, once I finish school in December, I will start for my associate's degree in medical billing and coding. I will have my good degree, but I want my associate's degree, and then I want my master's and bachelor's. That's how far you can go. What else? I think that's it. I will be furthering my education after I graduate. I'm moving. I am going to be vlogging more. I'm going to be doing different vlogs. I'm changing up my channel. I had my cyst issue. I had my mole issue. TTC wise, what's going on right now? What's going on right now is I'm cycle day 30, and I'm cycle day 34, and I believe I realized on cycle day 30. On cycle day 27, I got another positive OPK. Cycle day 28, 27, 28, 29. I guess it'd be better if I just get my phone out. Because I changed my password with Fertility Friend online, I can't get into the app. Alright, so yeah, I got a positive ovulation test on Saturday 28, 29, and 30, and I had tons of egg white CM, and I mean tons of egg white CM. So I baby danced twice on Saturday 30, and here we are. So I'm gonna wait it out to see what happens, and if I'm not pregnant, then I do have another round of Clomid and Trigger. I will do a lower dose than what I did last time, definitely lower dose, and just go from there. So that is all around life update with everything in about 20 minutes. So that's all I have to say. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Oh, the giveaway. I'm now at 465 subscribers. At 500, I will be doing a TTC giveaway. It will be a nice TTC giveaway. So as soon as I reach 500, I will come on and let you know what the giveaway contains and what is the requirements to enter and everything like that. But again, once I hit 500, I'll be doing a huge TTC giveaway. So alright ladies, if you stayed throughout the whole video, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.